Uh, Hi, hi. Who was that before? Ali something something. Okay. So I haven't tweeted this yet, so no one knows that I'm here. So for you guys right now watching, you know what this means. It means that you are the dedicated stalkers who would risk waiting here for ages if I was really late. So I just want to know that that's probably a bad decision by you, but I appreciate that. So it's a thank you. Is there anything you want to say before I tweet this and everyone else comes? I've actually written the tweet this time, so you're not going to be sat there for 3 minutes looking at my chin while I decide what to write. Can I have a stalker award? Said Ashley W. Yes, you can. Don't tweet. No, no, I'm going to tweet. That would be rude. Moth shirt. Yes, I am a dedicated stalker. Yes, you are, Alana P. You sound weird, said somebody. That's just what I sound like. Have I worn this shirt just like this in a video before? No. I should. It was echoey. My voice was echoey. Oh, weird. Sarah said Kylie Minogue tweeted me. I saw that. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Tweeting is happening. Dedicated Stalker Award. There you go. I pinned it to your shirt and probably awkwardly touched your nipple when it happened. I was going to say boob, but then I guess boys don't have boobs. Dan's not at all awkward. Generally not an awkward person. Okay, there we go. Everyone else is flooding in now. You're no longer special. Just wait. Just like it. Danception. 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 Ah! 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 Why have I never done that before? I am so sorry to everybody that literally just clicked on that. Wow, that was... Wow. Wow, that was... Wow. I'm going to do that, like, all the time now? But why have I... Wow. Wow, that was a really, really special moment. I'm glad I shared that with you. Look, Infinite Dan... Have I got any dodgy tabs? No dodgy tabs open. Infinite Dans. Look, it just keeps on going forever. When does it stop? Does it just keep going forever? Down to 1 pixel? What is the literal... I guess there's a point like somewhere around there where it's just like one black square. Oh my god, you can see my thing. Right, I'm just gonna spend an hour doing that if I don't close that, so that's yeah, that's amazing. Okay. Why are you in the office? Because we have terrible Wi-Fi in this house, and my live shows always lag. Okay, so hi, hello everybody on the internet. Gross lights in my face. Okay, hi. So how are you all today? Sorry to the people that just clicked on that are like, what the f did I just see? Yeah, I'm with you now. So, cool. How have you been? I missed you last week. What happened last week? I uploaded a video. That's more important. So yeah, I haven't seen you guys in this environment in 2 weeks. So how have you been? In one word, go. And then we'll have interesting discussions about things that we like. Gabby's feeling stressed. Great. Ellie's feeling swaggy. Cool. Frida's feeling studious. Good. Happy for you. Ashley's feeling flappy. Cute face. Oh, have you just spent your entire day playing Flappy Bird? Probably. Horrible, said Georgia. Oh dear. Fabulous, said Bethany H. Great. What about other people? Awful, tired, excited, busy, examed out, pungent. Rachel T is feeling pterodactyl. Lauren's feeling met. Stop being emo, guys. Just go Google pretty nature pictures and then find the universe beautiful again. Okay, just you need to have a positive attitude. Okay, like if I was feeling like ugh, I wouldn't say ugh. I'd be like, I'm okay, and really that means like I've had a terrible day, but then, you know, I'm trying to, yeah, okay, and then Eve is feeling emo, and Nima is frozen, and Katie is hungry. There we go, fantastic. So, that's cool. A cool fact for you all is, right before I did this live show, I scratched my face, so I'm bleeding. I bled on my MacBook. This is going to be super gross. I bled. Did you see that? That's blood from my face because I scratched my face. Don't scratch your face because your skin is not something that can resist sharp objects. Not that I have nails, but anyway. So, right, what's happened since the last time we spoke a couple weeks ago? I uploaded a video about how to get out of bed. Did you guys like that? Was that cool? Good? It might be interesting to know that those of you that frequent these little live show things that happen, you basically all get writing credits for the video, because you'll remember a couple of weeks ago I was talking about how this is what I was making a video about, or thinking about making a video about, and then we had that little joke about how I said to you guys before I made the video that I had that moment where my dream self was shouting at myself to get out of bed, and then you guys were like, yeah, do that! So then I made it in a video. So basically, any of you guys that attended the live show I did a few weeks ago, you'll get writing credits for my last video. Yeah! So thanks about that. And yeah, to all the people that told me to release the thing as an alarm, I did that. How many of you guys actually downloaded that sound clip? Why would you do that? I have no idea what kind of person you are if you do that. Your eyes are looking red, Dan. Why? Because my face is currently being lit by the iMac screen, which is just horrifying. I might just, there we go. That's much better. You can't see me now, or I can't see myself now. Okay. Yeah. So that was cool. That was relevant. I didn't download it because then I'd hate your voice. Good. Well, thank you for thinking of that. And then what else has happened? Oh, Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird came out. Yeah. I was thinking if I need to be a more kind of relaxed person who just makes more videos, even if every video I make isn't like Return of the King, I could have just made a video about Flappy Bird. I could have turned on the camera and then said how I feel, and then done a couple of kind of funny things, and then just put that up, and that would have been relevant. That would have been nice. That probably would have contributed to your afternoons. But this is the kind of thing where I need to. I look at PewDiePie, and it's like he lives his entire life on the internet, so like anything happens, and it's like a video. Whereas I will something will happen, and then I'll maybe tweet about it. Whereas I've been telling myself, it's like, can you turn that into a video that someone would enjoy if they clicked on it? Anyway, so Flappy Bird ruined at least 24 hours of my life. I think that was a day. When was it? It was like last Wednesday or Thursday. Or so. Don't. Basically, all YouTubers have made a Flappy Bird video. I would have been like the first person. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just saying that at the time, that was like when Flappy Bird was cool. I was like, remember when I tweeted my high score of 2. I shit you not. Okay, so to anybody who doesn't know, because I don't want to leave anybody out, there's this new iPhone app game called Flappy Bird. If you don't know if you, for some reason, don't know what it is, it's a free app you can download of a hard game involving a bird. And yeah, I'm literally such a hipster that even though it just came out, I didn't want to explain what Flappy Bird was to people. I just wanted to post my screenshot with no context, just to show how I was totally on it. That is how to be a high-level internet hipster, guys. I'm very high level when it comes to that. Don't download it; it'll kill you. Yeah, about an entire day was just destroyed thanks to that game, and it wasn't wasted. It was destroyed because not only did it take up all the time of that day that I wanted to play, but it made me really angry. Like, not only did it just take up my time, but it ruined my mood. It was like a fun gaming rage, because I was just like, I swear to God, like I'm gonna throw this out the window. I don't care if this is new. I'm gonna throw it out the window. And yeah, my high score is 50 something, and I bet my friend to see which one of us is going to get to 100 first. So I've basically committed to not achieving anything for a very long time. So there you go. Dan, what's with your shirt? Yeah, I wear this shirt like, I don't have many shirts that I like casually. I have a couple shirts that are like, when you need to look smart, it's like, oh, I'm wearing a shirt. But I don't have many things that are technically shirts that are a bit casual. And I wear it like whenever I want to look a bit not like I'm just wearing a t-shirt. They're moths, but I've never worn it in a video. I've never worn it in a video. And have I not? I've worn it as a character in my videos, but I've never just sat down wearing it. So maybe I'll do that. Take it off, it's awful. Okay. Oh, your beach one. Yeah, I wore it in my but that was okay, it was in a sketch, you know what I mean? I've never vlogged in the moths. Don't you have a moth phobia? I'm not necessarily phobic of moths, I just think they're really gross, but I think that moth art is cool. So I can wear a shirt with moths on it, but then I really wouldn't want a moth to actually be in the same room as me, as then it would fly into my face, and that would be the worst. So, yep. The Fault in Our Stars trailer. Yep, that reminded me of all the book feelings I've been trying to repress for a while. It's quite funny, I've been hanging out with a couple YouTubers in the last couple of days that have opinions on the trailer. Obviously, I have no opinions, but it's they had opinions, and I was like, gosh, yeah, your hair looks fluffy. What happened to your hair? I'm being cyberbullied about my... Okay, well, you know, if you want me to sit here fixing my hair every 5 seconds, I can do that, but that's really annoying, so I'll try not to. It's like, this is the Dan that walked home in light drizzle and a bit of wind. It's a good look. So, yeah, radio show on Sunday. What was that about? Yeah, so Radio 1 have this thing called Access All Areas, which they do every, like, February, where basically they just do loads of behind-the-scenes stuff on loads of different shows. So they'll just show, like, how someone does a show, or they'll, like, film an interview or something. And they decided that for mine and Phil's show, they were going to get 30 people in the same room with us, and then we'll do our live show in front of them. We didn't have a choice. It was completely their idea. And I was a bit like, I don't know, I'm sure lots of people would like to see it, and if only like 30 people can see it, that's a bit, and they were, nope, you don't have a choice, so that just happened. But it was pretty funny, and it was good, so sorry to those of you out there who didn't get on it and maybe wanted to, Celebi. But yeah, that was quite funny. It was weird. As like, I don't have one with me, they made, without telling us, the BBC people made like 50 Dan and Phil face masks without our permission, and they used like the Radio 1 photos that they took of us for a profile, which me and Phil hate. We think they're so gross. We just hate that. I mean, I know some of you guys will know what photos we're on about. Like I were allowed to go to this photo shoot, and like me and Phil think that every single one of them are gross, and we were like, please don't put them on the internet. So then they printed off 50 and gave them to everybody. So that was quite disturbing, but funny, which is my favourite kind of funny, and disturbing. Yeah, there we go. You Me at 6 album. Yeah, the #1. That was cool. I was very, very happy when I got to announce that You Me at 6 were #1. Usually I'm like, the album chart, if you don't know, I have to talk to like whoever does the show before you when you're on the radio. It's just like a thing they make you do. So me and Phil get to do the album chart, which is cool because I love albums and I like albums a lot. But I got to announce that today, or rather on Sunday, You Me at 6 were #1, which was cool. Dan, can you sing for us? No. American Horror Story. American Horror Story ended. Sad face. I mean, I think I preferred... firstly, if you don't watch American Horror Story, then you're missing out on just a truly truly great show to watch. Opinions, whatever, but it's just I'm so glad that American Horror Story exists. If you hate violence and scary things and stuff like that, or you're easily offended, then maybe you wouldn't enjoy American Horror Story, and that's fine. But if you don't particularly mind violence and you like cool things, or maybe scary cool things, then it's great. And it's just so fab. And I watch a lot of TV shows at the same time, and it's like, at the moment, me and Phil are rewatching the whole of Buffy and Angel, because I've never watched Angel along with Buffy at the same time, because the two TV series tie in with each other. And I'm not going to knock Angel, but just like, I'll watch an average, like a filler episode of Angel, and I'll be like, that was okay. And then I watch an episode of American Horror Story after seeing people on the internet moan about whether they like it or not, and I'm like, actually, this show is a blessing to the universe, so that's cool, and I enjoyed it thoroughly, and just happy, great. I hope they have a million seasons of American Horror Story, and they just keep making weird, different things. Favorite animes? I'm watching a new anime at the moment called Black Butler, because I think a load of you guys told us to watch it, and I think Phil bought it. I don't know the story. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's not like as good as Full Metal Alchemist and Death Note and Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online, but it's good. It's not life-changing like Full Metal Alchemist, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. Okay, I swear to God, I'm going to stop talking about anime because like half of you don't give a shit. But I mentioned that I watched Dora on High School Host Club, didn't I? Because that was like the best. Moving on to things that aren't that. What else has happened? Dan, when are you going to make a new video? Tomorrow, I'm going to. I want to make like a billion videos, and I'm sad that I haven't already made one, but I guess most of last week was like Phil's birthday and a crazy radio show, and then stuff. So that doesn't mean it's going to be uploaded tomorrow, Jesus Christ, but I'm going to... Cool. Awesome. Can we have a Spotify update? Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's see what Dan's been recently listening to. I can the English good. Interesting. What? This seriously? Okay, right. Who has Dan been listening to recently? Not Jimmy Savile. No, is Jimmy Savile on Spotify? Was he in like a charity single or something? No. There's no Jimmy Savile on Spotify. It doesn't seem great. David Bowie, interesting. Not this time, no. Taylor Swift, Fall Out Boy, Bastille, Kanye, Muse, Yumi at 6, Lord, Evanescence, The Wanted, Beyonce, Elton John, right. Fall Out Boy, no. I'm going to tell you. John Mayer. Okay, I think I listened to a John Mayer album, and apparently John Mayer is my most listened to artist. Take that, Taylor Swift. Followed by Dean Ward. I will never pronounce it right. Sorry, South African people. Those cool guys from Dean Verd. You guys know who they are if you're cool. And Mastodon. Do any of you know who John Mayer, Dean Verd, or Mastodon are? If you do, here's a sticker. It means you're cool. Boop. It's the end of the Fall Out Boy hiatus, said somebody. Were they on hiatus? Okay. I love them all. Cool. Dana had a singing exam today and it was the worst. Oh dear. View on Reading lineup. That's been announced, has it? Reading lineup. I'll probably get to work there again this year. How jammy is my life? I do appreciate it. 2014, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Reading... No, what? Is there? I don't know. Okay, I love John Mayer. Do you? Cool. Do you have the Teen Wolf feels? Yes, the Teen Wolf. I started watching Teen Wolf. I'd already seen some Teen Wolf, but I wanted to start it again from the start and watch it all, like, the next TV show I watch, so box setted it up. And no, I have not watched the shirtless montage yet. but I'm going to, because like what even is it? It's I have to watch it because there's a freaking bonus feature that's a shirtless montage. What is that? Who knows? But as they tweeted me about it, I obviously have to now watch it now. No, I'm not moving, but I'll tell you when that happens. Gay couple emoji. Yeah, that was a great moment. If you if you guys didn't know, I was tweeting my radio show just when it started, and the radio show and I was just looking for emoji to represent me and Phil, but the guy with the black hair has a mustache, and I was like, Phil doesn't have a mustache. Well, look, here's a guy with brown hair and black hair, but I was like ages away, and then everyone was like, because I was in the room with loads of people, I was like, is this what I think it is? And one of the girls was like, Dan, I think you don't realize you just tweeted two guys holding hands emoji, and I was like, what? And then I looked close and I was like, oh, right, too late to delete that. Okay, cool. So that's just there now. Typical Dan, to be honest. Is paper tutorial there? Yeah, a girl made a paper tutorial for Phil. It's in his bedroom, I think. It's cool. Sherlock hiatus is killing me. Is it? Don't die, because that's going to be a long hiatus, isn't it? So, what? Talk about Kylie Minogue. Why have you met Kylie Minogue? Right, so that's a thing that happened. What the fuck is it? I'm so sorry. Okay, so there's this, basically, at YouTube, the building in London, there's this place called the Creator Space, where it's just a place where YouTubers can come to film stuff in a studio and borrow cameras and stuff like that, because YouTube, actually being a nice company that are quite cool and swaggy and stuff, basically made a place for YouTubers to come and lurk and establish friendships and make a fun little community of people. And they do things like teaching people how to use cameras and stuff like that because they're nice. And basically, Kylie Minogue, you guys know who Kylie Minogue is, right? The pop star, was coming to Google for something. And basically, like, some YouTubers asked, because there was a girl that lots of people know there called Hazel, was like, Kylie Minogue is coming, does anyone want to make a video with her? So then some people were like, Kylie Minogue is going to be at YouTube. What the okay, so then basically today a bunch of people made videos with Kylie Minogue, which is crazy, including Phil, who made a very, very funny video with Kylie Minogue, which you can look forward to at some point. I have no idea when Phil's going to make that. I think it's after a couple of videos. And she's really nice, so even if you don't particularly like Kylie Minogue's music, she's very lovely and Australian. So, yeah, that happened today. That was cool. The last couple of times I was at YouTube, I ended up having a YouNow show with Sprinkle of Glitter and Tom Scar and Jack Howard, and not Charlie Sickle-like, because he likes to hide by himself. But not today, because everyone's not together. So, yeah. Do you like living in London? Yep. It's cool. She's half Welsh. Who? Kylie Minogue. Half Welsh, half Australian. Cool fact. That's good. Dan, what is on your top, said Anna. Moths. Thoughts on Frozen? We all know. Flappy Bird. Talk about Flappy Bird. I've talked about Flappy Bird, okay, and I don't want to go back there because then it'll just trigger all the feelings of hatred and anger and throwing my phone out the window, which I try to constantly forget. Dan, your open door is pissing me off. If I close the door, I'm afraid that the internet will get worse. Dan, have you ordered MCR's Greatest Hits yet? If not, why not? Because I have their entire discography on my iPod already. What YouTubers were there today? Me, Phil, Sprinkle of Glitter, Tom Scar, Charlie Sickle-like, Jack Howard, this Tim. Who else? I've forgotten someone. Ben Cook of Becoming YouTube. Other people who are close friends that I've forgotten because I have no brain. And yeah, I made videos with people. I haven't made any for my channel yet because I'm like, I would make videos with everybody, but only if there's a good idea. I don't want to just sit down with someone and make a crap thing. So yeah, I'll have a think about it or something. And then once I've thought of a good idea, I'll just pin them into a corner and stick a camera in their face and go, "Be my friend." Good plan. Yeah, I'll do that. Supernatural. Haven't watched it. Sherlock, yay or nay? LSB, who said Sherlock, yay or nay? Is this the first live show of mine that you've ever watched? Because I swear to God, anyone who's been watching these live shows for like a year and a half, if so, why? I've mentioned Sherlock in like every live show I've ever done. Would you say so? Yeah. Sherlock, out of yay or nay, is a yay. There we go. Dan, what have you seen in the cinema recently? I saw Wolf of Wall Street. Did I say? No, I didn't say. I saw Wolf of Wall Street. That was good. That was 3 hours of Leo being good and Jonah Hill being good and cool and stuff like that. I haven't seen 12 Years a Slave yet, so I can't offer my opinion on whether or not Leonardo DiCaprio is going to win an Oscar. But oh my word, is there going to be a shitstorm if Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't win an Oscar? And the thing is, we all know that Leonardo DiCaprio is great. And that by now, he should have won an Academy Award, probably, because he's great, and he's just great. But the thing is, whether or not someone wins the Academy Award for Best Actor is to do with the specific film they were nominated for that year. So the thing is, compared to Chewett from 12 Years a Slave and Matthew McConaughey from Dallas Buyers Club, they might have just had better characters this year than Leonardo DiCaprio. So I'm feeling like he probably won't win, and when he doesn't, just try not to get too angry, because it doesn't really mean anything bad against him personally. It just means that this year he didn't get a thing. So just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out. I know you love Leonardo DiCaprio. Don't freak out. Cool. Would you like to visit Brazil? Said Victoria R. Sure. It's never been to Brazil. Love to go to Brazil. You have nice cheekbones, said somebody. I don't have cheekbones. I literally have a flat face. It's awful. If I had cheekbones, like Benedict Cumberbatch, I wouldn't look fat when I turn my head sideways. The thing is, when I have longer hair, it kind of hides the fact that I have no cheekbones. But then when my hair's shorter, which probably looks better, it's like I have like a completely flat face. It's just round. It's like a basketball. So no chin bones. Yeah, I was about to say that. Thoughts on Coven? Great. Freaking hell, when what's her face's Myrtle. I'm just Balenciaga. You guys will know what I'm talking about. When that moment happened, when that certain character just went Balenciaga, I was like, what is this show? What am I watching right now? I can't, but in a good way. I was like, I'm so happy that this show exists, but what even? Wow. So that was just a brilliant moment. Thoughts on System of a Down? They're one of my favourite bands ever, probably. I saw them for the first time at Reading Festival last year, and that was a good moment. Your dimples, though. How was your carpet burn? You see that there? This little thing here, that was like this big and bright purple, literally bright purple, because yes, that part of my last video when I was mysteriously sliding across the floor, I did get Phil to pull me, and there was once where I resisted a bit too hard and the carpet ripped like most of the skin off my arm. It was extremely painful. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, it was one of those moments where I didn't, like, I don't know about you guys, but what do you do when you're in lots of pain? It's like, if you really, really, really hurt yourself and you like maybe start crying or something, that's like, if your arm cut off, then you'd maybe be like, I'm in lots of pain right now because my arm just got cut off. Understandable. But I don't really do anything when I'm in pain because I'm kind of like, what's the point? I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like, if I bang my elbow on something, I don't go, oh, my elbow. I'm just kind of like, it happened, and I'm in pain right now. So, like, what am I gonna, what's doing something gonna do with it? I mean, sometimes if I like stub my toe on a door, I'll swear for like 20 seconds, just because in that moment you don't really control it. So you're just gonna be like, bang, toenail goes back. Yeah. But then, I don't know, I just, for some reason, I'm like, just deal with it. You know what I mean? So, I was just sat there, and like, all the skin had fallen off my arm, and it was like, and Phil was like, are you okay? And I'm just like, it's happened now. What am I going to do about it? I mean, I don't need to put a plaster on it, so I guess I'm just gonna deal. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, because inside I'll be like, but yeah. Why are we all talking in caps? Excitement is fun. Oh, yeah. I think I should mention, as we're in the climax, how long has this been going? 31? Yeah, yeah. So, something exciting is going to be uploaded on Sunday. And that's as mysterious as I'm going to get. Something exciting is happening on Sunday that has nothing to do with the radio show. Ooh, how mysterious. What are you on about? There we go. Just curiously, what happens if am I still looking at the Dan It's Not on Fire broadcast? No, it crashed. Okay, my computer crashed when I was doing that mirror thing. Good, because I don't think any of us want to live through that again. So, hey Dan, said Laura, thanks for getting back on Instagram again. Thanks. I kind of like forgot. I realized that I didn't like Instagram anything for like 2 months. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I realized that most people and Instagram, they Instagram just everything. So they'll be like, I'm having lunch. Here is a lamp. I'm outside walking my dog. Here is a selfie. Whereas I'm kind of like, I only want to Instagram something if I feel like it's interesting. You know what I mean? But then I'm kind of like, no, Dan, because otherwise, because you don't actually have a life and you don't do anything, you will never Instagram. And I'm like, okay, so I need to just start doing things. So yeah, that's cool. But I like freak out sometimes. I'm sorry if you ever read one of my tweets or Instagrams and it sounds really corporate instead of like it's coming from my personality. That's not intentional. It's just because I freak out about how to word things. Like, I'll be typing something and then I'll be like, I need to say something extra or everybody's going to think I'm in a bad mood. Or like, if I don't put this smiley face or this exclamation mark here, then people might not get what I'm trying to say. And then I go back and I look at my tweets and I'm just like, why does that sound like it was written by some... So, for example, you probably can be like, what are you on about, Dan? But I was just like, for example, my live show, Tuesday at 9, it's showtime. I'm live and on camera for your non-sexual pleasure. Yep, I can read. But then, when I posted my Instagram earlier, I said, went to YouTube today to hang out with some bros and film some videos. Instagram, here's one from Becoming YouTube. Hashtag spoilers. I mean, you could read that like, went to YouTube today to hang out with some bros and film some videos. Here's one from Becoming YouTube. But to me, when I read that, I'm like, that's not fun. So I just even if you have no idea what I'm on about, I just want you guys to know that I'm constantly freaking out about everything. So even if you don't ever even think anything, just as long as you know that I'm constantly freaking out about everything, then you can just explain anything basically with that. Pretty much. You should have added motherfucker. Yeah, that would have. I'll just add that to every tweet. That'll work. Where are you in England? Apparently I'm in Wokingham. I'm not in Wokingham. Why does it say that? I'm in London. Did I put that as my location in my YouNow settings? Because that's not where I am right now. I'm in London. Anyway. Thought on pugs. A cool dog breed. Yup. Do you still know the words to the llama song? Forever. I will. I'm in Wokingham. Ha! Cool. You kind of look like Chris off Skins. I don't think I do, but I'll take that as a compliment because he's cool. I keep hearing funny noises in the background. Is it my chair? Is it this? Now my chair is not making any noise. It's my chair. Where's Phil? I've no idea. Why didn't you ask him? Do you like the Beatles? Sure. How did you cope without your phone today? Jesus Christ. Okay, so for the first time in like years, probably, I went outside the house without my phone today. I don't know what happened. I got on the tube and then I got my phone out of my pocket and I was like, wait, no phone. Went to grab my phone, freaked out. What do I do? I was like, I'm going to tweet right now. Couldn't tweet, couldn't check anything, couldn't awkwardly go on my Reddit app when I don't want to make conversations with anyone. It was awful. I brought my laptop with me to YouTube so I could still tweet on my laptop, but I was just like, please, somebody send help. I had to talk to people all day. I had nothing to hold. I spent half the day going, hey Phil, can I borrow your phone to Instagram something? If you don't know, just in case you guys didn't know, even if you have linked your Instagram to your Twitter, logging into Instagram won't mean that it'll tweet something to your Twitter. It means that it'll tweet it to whatever the Twitter app is using on the phone. So I posted an Instagram on Phil's phone and it tweeted it out of Phil's Twitter, and I was like, fuck. So just so you guys don't make the same mistake, you have to also log into the Twitter app and the Instagram app if you want to do that. Otherwise, you'll just tweet out of your friend's app, and everyone was like, okay. So, yep. Cool. Please say turtles. Turtles. Do you have an empty feeling when I don't have my phone? Yeah. I just felt disconnected from the world. It was okay because I had people, but like if my phone just went missing for a day and I was out, I'd just be like, I'm just a useless sack of cells. I wouldn't feel connected to the world if I don't have like internet access on me, where I'm like, in my palm is the internet. I'd just be like, what am I? I'm a lost, meaningless animal that's not part of the world right now. That's how I feel when I don't have my phone. Yeah, cool. What's your next video about? Dunno, spoilers. Spoilers. What do you think about Glasgow? Big weekend is happening in Glasgow this year, so I will probably be there unless I get fired. So, cool. Did the leg hair grow back? Yes, it did. Pugs Not Drugs. That's a t-shirt. Can you draw us a picture? Can't draw. What time is it there? 21:42. There you go. I can't go to big weekend. Oh, sad face. Yell, puddings and potatoes outside the... Justin Bieber got arrested again? Did he? Is it true? I tend not to believe anything that anyone says about Justin Bieber because they're probably lying because everybody's mean. But maybe he did. Poor Justin Bieber. He has to understand what it's like to try to discover his self and live his life, but with cameras in his face. Wow. Imagine if every mistake you ever made was like a worldwide headline news. How horrifying is that? Let's all appreciate how meaningless our lives are. Our clock's different in London. What does that mean? Well, the time is different if you're in America, but I used a 24-hour clock because I can. Also, he has lots of money. He does. Happy for Justin Bieber. Please don't use the Lord's name in vain anymore, Dan. Sorry. Twitter Q&A could do. I don't know. I spend my life feeling too morally superior to be a whore on social media, and then feel sad when other people that just do normal things like Twitter Q&As get more Twitter followers than me. So that's why I'm an idiot. You don't believe it, you could say. Yeah, quite. I don't believe it. Neither should you. Are you going to X meetup? Probably. I probably should, unless I break my legs, but I'm yet to decide. How is your skin so clear? You say that on the day where I literally scratched a portion of my chin off, thank you. Troll someone, question mark. Yep, could just get the trolling going on in this live show right now. Crazy trolls. Have you heard of Nightwish? Of course. Love a bit of symphonic pop metal. How did the 8 people in the thingy go? What was 8 people in the thingy? What I forget what happens in my life on a day-to-day basis. Have you got any collabs planned? Do I want to spoil them? I'm gonna be in a few people's videos. I'm gonna be in a video with a really big YouTuber that I've never been in a video with before, and someone that I've been in a video with before but now want to make a good proper video with again, and then another big YouTuber that I haven't made a video with before that I'm very excited because we want to for a while. Why? I could spoil everything. Why haven't you collaborated with PewDiePie? Because he lives in it's like 60 miles away from here. Yeah, I mean, I don't leave the house. Does your haircut have a name or a style? No, it's just something that has slowly evolved over 10 years of looking freaking terrible. I still don't know how to do my hair. So I know some of you guys are probably like, Dan's a dude with cool hair, but I still have no idea how to do my hair, and it looks awful all the time in everything. Are you seen, lol? No, this isn't seen hair. You are confused if you think it is. No, it looks fine, Dan. Thank you, everybody, for your messages of support on my haircut. Thank you. Yes. What's happened to my calendar recently? Yeah. So, Dan, you look tired. Thanks. That's well, I guess I am tired because I couldn't sleep last night because of all the foxes having sex. So. I swear to God, I've tweeted about fox noises like 8 times before, but that's just because foxes are quite common in England. Like, a lot of people, when I tweeted about foxes last night, were like, there are foxes in England? Yes, there are lots of foxes in England, and did you know that England actually has urban foxes? Move the mouse. And what that is that most of the foxes in England live in towns, and they basically eat out of people's bins. So foxes will like make a house under a tree, and then they'll live off people that live in towns' bins. They'll just eat their trash. So if you live in a busy urban area, you'll hear foxes. And what does the fox say? Just in case you didn't know, a fox actually makes the sound of screaming. Foxes scream. They sound like women being horribly murdered. So here we go. This is what a fox sounds like. I have no idea when the fox will produce a noise. Right, here we go. Oh my God, it's playing with a dog. That's so cute. Is that a corgi or a fox? That's a fox. Wow, okay. When's the screaming going to happen? Let's just appreciate this video until the fox decides to get noisy. Hear that? There we go. Is he going to do it again? That is literally the noise that a fucking fox makes. When a fox is outside your house eating stuff, and you're like in bed, you're chilling out, like imagine, because foxes scavenge at night. So imagine you're asleep at like 3 a.m. and then right outside your window, you literally just hear like, shit yourself every single goddamn time, and British people will know what I'm talking about. But I was in my bedroom with all the lights off, just on the internet. It was like 1:45, so I was getting kind of tired, and I had all the lights not on, and I was just in bed. And then this freaking 3 minutes of screaming happened, and I was just like, and I knew that it was foxes after like 20 seconds, but when it just happened out of nowhere, I died, and even though I knew it was foxes, I was shaken. So it was like 4 a.m. and I was still awake, and I was just sitting in bed like, Oh man, those foxes made me jump. So shout out to foxes for making me tired. So there we go. What if it wasn't a fox? I got up and I looked out the window, because there's always the chance that it is someone being horribly murdered, in which case I would obviously need time to run away. I mean, call the police. Haha. So yeah, thanks foxes for that. If you guys missing out on not having the foxes. We British are allowed to moan. We are. It's ingrained in our nature. Great joke. Thanks. Did I make a joke? Any fun plans for food tonight? I've already eaten tonight. I had a chicken madras. Fact. When was the last time you listened to Muse? Probably yesterday. No idea. Dan, are you racist to Canadians? Not particularly. I had an auntie that was Canadian. Her name was Jean. There we go. Fact. Thoughts on the 13th Doctor? I'm Peter Capaldi. He's a very talented actor, so I look forward to seeing him be Doctor Who, because most of the actors that play Doctor Who are brilliant and great. So there we go. 10 minutes of Dan left. Is it? What? Oh, yeah, 46 minutes. Oh, that's how far we've been doing this for. It's nice to hang out, though. Like I said, I didn't do this last week, and sometimes I'm like, it's good just to chat. So, yeah, that's fun. I don't watch Doctor Who, said Inga. That's also fine. Do you play Flappy Bird? Nope, I don't talk about that anymore, do I? Are you double jointed? Many people here know that I can twist my wrists 24 hours. 24 hours. 24 hours. What am I doing? Yeah, I saw that Kylie Minogue tweeted one of you guys, and that was amazing. I think what happened is I tweeted that Phil tried to get Kylie to turn around by singing behind her, which was just it was a thing that happened, and you can all just look forward to seeing that, because that was a really special moment in the history of humanity. But then one of you guys replied me and was just like, context, and then Kylie Minogue replied to one of you guys with 3 emoji. So it's cool that Kylie Minogue replied one of you guys, but it's even cooler that Kylie Minogue replied one of you guys, said something, and then tried to find all the necessary emoji to represent her, Phil standing behind her, and singing in a microphone. It's just nice to know that actual Kylie Minogue spent ages sifting through her emoji choices to make a tweet for you. That's great, isn't it? It makes me think that emojis are the sign that someone cares about what they're tweeting. Your ears look good today. Thank you, Kira S. Snapchat lol. Never used Snapchat. Didn't get into it. Sorry. Does that make me weird? Probably. It's probably because of, the joy of Snapchat is Snapchatting things to your friends, and yeah, Fox. There you go. I'll just keep playing the Fox video to stop. Is it gonna? It's gonna do it again. Why don't they woof or meow or something? I don't know. It's like wolves. Dogs go woof, and then wolves howl, and they're like this. A wolf and a dog. They're quite similar. So then why doesn't a fox howl or woof? Why does it just scream at your face? That's weird. Why would? It sounds painful. Imagine if the only noise you could make is Blah! They're the Jabberjays. They are the freaking Jabberjays. How many laptops do you have? 1. Arctic Monkeys at Reading Festival. Are they? Was there an announcement? I googled it and I couldn't find it. Cool. Arctic Monkeys. That will be the 3rd time I've seen the Arctic Monkeys at Reading Festival. What size are your gorges? They're not. Oh, Broke the mirage. There we go. Do you watch Benidorm? No, Zane Lowe announced it. Oh yeah, he would have done that in his show, wouldn't he? How I Met Your Mother final season. I haven't watched every season of How I Met Your Mother. It's kind of like, I think every British person watched Friends in a completely wrong order just because they played it like in random orders on Channel 4 every morning, even though I have seen the entire Friends from start to finish. So I think I've seen most of How I Met Your Mother, but just like out random moments. There you go. Advice for new YouTubers. Make videos that you like, that are good, and good luck. It's a big question. Do you watch Attack on Titan? Yep. Are you excited for True Blood? Yep. What's your favourite My Chemical Romance song? Don't know. Dan, do you ship Larry Stylinson and Harry Styles? There was a typo in there somewhere. Got your suit for the Brits yet? No. I wanna. What brand should I ask for? Because it's gotten to the point where the person I know is like, hey Dan, so if you wanna look snazzy at the Brit Awards, then you need to just ask what you want for. And I'm like, I don't want to be like Burberry, and then they send me an email that's like, no Dan, you're a peasant. Because I could be like, I'd really like to wear an Alexander McQueen suit, but then they go, sorry, you would be an embarrassment to our brand. You would ruin our reputation if you did that. Because I'm just afraid that will happen. So I'll probably just be like Primark. That's yeah. A leather suit. Yeah, that's a good plan. I'll wear a full leather suit to the actual Brits. I'm kind of scared for the big day. I don't know what I'm not scared, but I'm just kind of like about it because I think me and Phil will have to. It's weird because we were hired to just make funny backstage things like our YouTube videos because they just wanted us to go and then make funny videos that just show what it's like behind the scenes. But I'm worried that the people that organize it want us to be like presenters. You know what I mean? And it's like we're not doing it because we want to be like, hi, we're Dan and Phil and welcome to the Brit Award. We just want to kind of mess around while looking fancy. But if they make us talk to the people that win the awards, that means that I will probably see One Direction again, which I'd rather not happen, and also probably like Katy Perry or something, which I don't want to happen. And when I say that, what I mean is, like, it's not that I don't like the people and I don't want to meet them, it's that I don't want them to meet me. Like, the feeling of horror that I get from the fact that I might have to talk to One Direction and the fact that they will see me with their eyes horrifies me more than I think it's cool that it's happening. Do you guys get that? Just, yeah. I guess it's because it's not just meeting someone. Like, if one of you guys met Beyonce, it would be like, this is cool, let's have a selfie. That was a nice moment. You met Beyonce. But, like, for us in that situation, it's like we've got to make something with the people. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if we just have a chat with them, it's not... I'm not just like meeting Katy Perry. It's like I'm going to have to make something cool, and then everyone's going to have to, like, everyone on the internet will be judging how good it was out of 10 and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'd rather stay inside and not have them have to look at me, because I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like, if I said, would you like to meet Beyonce? Would you be like, yeah? Because I'm like, do I want to meet Beyonce? Not particularly. Just why? Like, I'm not saying that I'd embarrass myself in front of her, but it's like I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, unless you become friends with the person, it's like, imagine in an alternate universe if you met Beyonce, but then you became best friends with Beyonce. That would be great. But if you just had to like interview Beyonce and then you'd look like a bit of a gimp, and then Beyonce would never think about you ever again, then it's just kind of like. But don't worry, because as the totally organized person that you guys know I am, I will totally have a plan. Yep, I will be at the event and I will know exactly what I'm doing. Yes. Dan, why was there no sexy end screen dance at the end of your last video? Just forgot. I didn't forget. No, I did one. I was going to be under the covers in my bed and shaking my butt like that, but then I tried to make it work and it just looked really weird and you couldn't hear me. So just so you guys know, I did do a sexy on-screen dance where I was under my bed covers and shook my butt. But you couldn't hear me because my face was in the bed. So that's cool story, bro. Wow. I was the girl that Kylie tweeted, "Hi, I'm Sarah. Hello, @OreoFan on Twitter." Why are you so hipster? I'm not a hipster. What is a hipster? Does anyone even know what that word means anymore? Dan, do you like Bon Jovi? Sure. How do you feel about pasta? It's good, but like just plain pasta with like a bunch of tomato sauce on it sometimes isn't like the tastiest thing. But then it's great if you like melt loads of cheese over it, but then that's like fat as hell, and I'm like, I keep me away from cheese. Because I have this tendency, like, you guys who aren't students or living alone yet, who will, when you guys that haven't already had the experience end up going to university or college or finally moving out of your parents' house and then you make pasta, you may get this. You're like grating cheese onto your pasta, but then after you've eaten it, you'll just go back to the cheese in the fridge and then you'll just like eat the entire block of cheese. It's not good. It's not a good moment when you find yourself feeling a bit bored, because as we all know, boredom equals hungry. And then you go back to the fridge and you just kind of finish the cheese. That's why I keep cheese away, because you can only buy cheese in large quantities, and then I end up eating all the cheese. So it's very dangerous. It's like running with scissors and keeping cheese in the house. Those are the two no's. Yeah. What cereal did you buy last? I bought some muesli. Dan's exciting life. May you play your piano, please? I still haven't found someone to fix my piano. That was on my to-do list, wasn't it? I was gonna get someone to fix the piano in my bedroom. My mum likes music. Well, high five to your mum, Julie. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Dan, you and Jennifer Lawrence have the same haircut. Well, no. Is that bugs on your shirt? Yes. I want to meet you in Sheffield. Cool. What's your favourite cereal? I don't have a favourite cereal. White chocolate or milk chocolate? I can't eat loads of white chocolate because it makes me barf. I once ate an entire bucket of my chocolate Maltesers and threw up on Christmas morning, as a lot of you guys know. And ever since then, I've been traumatized by white chocolate. I can have it in small amounts, but like eating a Milky Bar will make me feel a bit... No Fan Wars ever again? Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll come up with something new and exciting. Sorry, I don't know how to internet, but I'm missing how much of a train wreck our show used to be. Like, I don't know about you guys. Do you guys like it when there aren't any mistakes in our show and it's just kind of fun? Or do you find it kind of exciting when it's really kind of stressful and fast-paced and everything goes horribly wrong? Because I kind of liked when our show was a horrible train wreck. So even though Sorry I Don't Know How to Internet was funny, I kind of want to make something like Fan Wars, which is really insane, that would make everything go horribly wrong. So I want to make a game that is as like ridiculously complicated as possible. So me and Phil are terrified during the show because so many things could go wrong. Just because I think it, like, I listen to a normal radio person and they're like, "Hi, welcome to BBC Radio 1." Whereas I kind of want my radio show to be like as much of a train wreck as possible. So I might just make like a thing where there's like 13 people on iPads and I'm juggling them or something. Your mistakes are entertaining. Yeah, I know, it's quite funny, isn't it? But you shouldn't joke about train wrecks, Dan. Wow, okay, it was just a metaphor. I don't think actual train wrecks are funny, okay? In case I needed to clarify that. Actual disasters where several people die aren't cool. Just in case you thought they were. There we go. Do you prefer Dylan and Brian or the other one? I haven't watched enough of it yet to have an opinion, and then even then I probably wouldn't share it. Bomb. Okay, so I've been doing this for almost an hour and T minus 5 seconds. That's good. This has been a good catch up. I've still been, because someone wanted me to elaborate. Oops, shit. That yet again. If you were to hang out with Dan in person, I'd be a lot less hyperactive and sarcastic and sad-looking, but happy on the inside. But obviously when a camera's staring at you, you get filled with nervous energy, which makes you waffle for like an hour. So this is like a trance that I'm in right now, where I just kind of waffle. It's a really kind of beautiful state that we should all appreciate that I'm kind of trapped into being in. Yeah, so that was fun. Look forward to my new video, which I'm filming tomorrow, and that will be uploaded soon, and then, yeah, cool stuff. Okay, bye. This was fun. Have a nice day. If you don't know who I am, then you can press the Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube icons down there to go to my Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. How handy and great. So if you want to stalk me even more than you currently are, there's buttons down there to press. Stay cool. Radiate positive energy into the universe and everybody around you. And don't get arrested and get into TMZ articles. Okay, bye. Have a good time. Hopefully I won't